but we got pregnant in December of 2022. So he actually had planned the proposal before I even told him he was pregnant. So it wasn't like oh, let's get married, I'm pregnant. No, we were together for 3 years. And yeah. We got married July 7th. We totally would have waited and actually had a wedding, but we had built our house about 45 minutes to an hour south of where we lived before, so I had to leave my job because I was not driving that on I-95, 9 months pregnant. No, too dangerous. Pillow talk combo. So we were cutting it really close after we had to wait to get married after our house was built. Otherwise, my credit would completely ruin that. And we're really cutting it close because we got married July 7th and Micah came on August 30th, but we really needed to get married because I didn't have health insurance and that was going to be really expensive. So, I mean, I think my health insurance finally kicked in maybe like 2 weeks before he was born. But that's totally okay. We would have waited to have a wedding, or we'll have a vow renewal eventually. But we would have waited anyway because it was an expensive year building a house and having a baby. That's all really expensive. So we were like, you know what, whatever. We don't need to have a big expensive wedding or anything right now. We'll just do a vow renewal down the road. So we went to the courthouse and we got married and came home and like unpacked our house. Micah was born a week early after 2 membrane sweeps. I was in so much pain. I had terrible piriformis and sciatic pain, and then I had really bad SPD there. So it was absolutely awful. I was not waiting. Power Pump 3 started. I had my husband and my best friend Noelle in the room. It was amazing. I had an amazing birth. Labor sucked. I had back labor. Ooh, do not recommend. I don't remember it now. So now I'm like, I could go through it again, but the birth was absolutely amazing. Actually, my doctor wasn't supposed to be there. She wasn't supposed to be able to deliver, but she was in surgeries that day. She stopped by and saw me and said, hey, if we can have this baby by 5, I will deliver your baby. I was over the moon. So freaking happy. I literally couldn't have gone better if I had wished for it. Very powerful bitch face, resting bitch face, like real bad RBF. Micah has gotten that from me. I promise I'm not mean. Like I'm a very nice person. I just have I dissociate like crazy. It's bad. So like I would not be surprised if people really did think that I was like really mean. I'm so surprised Micah has been good this long, so I'm gonna keep going. I used to work at Hooters when I moved to Florida. That was like what I did. I worked at Hooters. I loved it. It was so much fun. I always knew I wanted to be a mom. I was a baby doll kid. I had a baby Annabelle. I carried her around like she was my real kid. I can't even remember what age I stopped, but like I always knew I wanted to have kids. It was going to be a deal breaker for me if the person I ended up with didn't want to have kids. At one point, Ryan did think like maybe he didn't want to have kids. You know, when we got together, he was like, oh yeah, definitely want to have kids. And then at some point in our relationship, he was like, I don't know if I want to have kids. And I genuinely said to him, I was like, then like I love you, but like I can't be with you because I know that I want to have kids. It's something that I've literally wanted my entire life, and I'm not going to miss out on that. Something that is so special for a man. Like I will just find somebody that wants to be with me and have my babies. So eventually he came around, and now he's just like absolutely in love with Micah. Would have 5 kids if I would have 5 kids. A bit of a scrunchy mom. I would say a little bit more crunchy than silky. I probably doesn't seem that way, but there are a lot of things I'm pretty crunchy on that I can't talk about on here. But I would literally never judge anybody for what they decide to do with their baby, and I wouldn't want anybody in my life that like would judge me for the decisions that I make for my baby. So we can be friends. If you're silky and I'm crunchy, girl, we can still be friends. Like, I will love you all the same, okay? Just don't come for me for the choices I make for my baby, right? I honestly think that's about it. I mean, I absolutely love the beach. I want to go to the Maldives so bad. That is like my dream vacation. That is on our list. Ryan doesn't love to travel. He could go his whole life without traveling, but I like to travel, but I like to come home as well. So I'm like very much in the middle, but the beach is where it's at for me. The bluer the water, the more it's for me. Micah's starting to fuss now, of course. So I'm gonna finish my power pump. I finished getting ready. I don't know how long it took. I think it was only like 20 minutes. That's amazing. I'm kind of proud of myself. It's been a while since I've had to get ready. So Thank you, buddy. You're so good. We're letting Mama get ready. And we are gonna go and snuggle. So, bye.